Good evening, friends. Welcome to Colonel Failure streaming live on the internets. There we go. I'm on time. Yes, you're all going to be showing different times in the countdown thing because Twitch institutes some kind of delay on stuff. How's my microphone volume? Hear me? Too loud? Too soft? Just, type stuff. I'll read it. You're down here. Just so as you know, if I'm looking down there, it's because I'm reading the chat. I shall endeavour to do so. Right. So, who have we got going on here? Who's actually in the chat? Are you going to tell me? No, you're just telling me who my friends are. Well, I know who my friends are. Anyway, beige. It's not flipping beige. Beige shirt indeed. You know what I forgot to do? You spend all that time preparing and you forget the stream helmet. Right, okay, we'll keep the stream helmet on for an extended period. Perhaps boost my volume just a smidge. All right, there's a smidge for you. Right, good. Hello. Right, so in front of us we have the train fever, and let's take a quick spin around the place. I've got it paused at the moment. Obviously, because I'm a consummate professional, I haven't even bothered caching all of this yet. I'm sure you're all aware that in order to get a large map fully into memory, you need to do a quick zip around the place, because that keeps your frame rate up and frisking. Good. Right. Yes. I mean, not that I need to refamiliarise myself. I'm going to take the helmet off. Enough helmet. Right. Good. Okay. I think we're there. So we've been. What was I doing recently? Oh, making a mess. Making a mess in Yeol was where we've been at of late, and it is largely working. If I turn the speed on to kind of basic here, there we go. Now my frame rate it is suffering a little, which is a little disturbing, because it's only 1947. So I'm going to have to cut back on the number of vehicles, I think, in order to keep it running smoothly. I can't remember where my last large map kind of filled out to the point that filled out to the point where it was actually, working properly. But it started frame rate lagging all over the place shortly afterwards. So I'm going to keep this up for as long as possible. But we'll see how we go. Frame rate's acceptable. Anyway, yes, here we go. Let's get some trains action here. I have to turn up my volume just a smidge so I can hear what the heck's going on. There we go. See, there's we are. Trains. That's what we'll turn up to see. This is the thing that people watch. Oh look, there's another one. Oh, that's another train. That one's electrical. Yes. Okay. So this evening. The plan for today, and thank you all for tuning in. With that, I'm sure you'll be joined by many new friends as the evening progresses. But for the moment, what are we planning to do? Right, we're going to look at this. Right, look at this. This is the budgetorium, as I'm sure you're familiar. What do we spend? Why am I down 6 million this year? Is it because costs have come in before I've really run very much? We shouldn't be down that much. That's most odd. Anyway, the basic principle is that I spent $500,000 on new vehicles, but that doesn't really count. Oh, there we go. Getting back in. As I mentioned in the last recorded episode, there were some problems in the future based on the lack of profitability of my lines, and as such, it made it pretty tricky to kind of dial it back in, to get it back into a profitable state. So what I'm hoping to do over the course of the next 4 hours, so the equivalent of, I guess, 8 regular episodes, is get the finances all set up for the future. And the best time to do that, of course, is while we're still making cash. And we are just about profitable at the moment. So, in order to kind of get this underway, let's have a look at what we've got going on here. Let's sort by age. We've got some old trains going on, but equally we've got a bunch of stuff that is not making cash. Look at this. The Mega Route is is a pain. So the mega route needs sorting out. We've got quite a few bits and pieces need sorting out, and a lot of that comes down to the trains that I'm running on those routes, or the vehicles that I'm running on those routes. But we'll figure it out. If I could turn the music down, the only option I have for music is off. Thus, if you'd rather have music off and just enjoy the game sound, that'll be fine. I mean, you might as well enjoy it. So there we go. I've turned the music off and let me know how we get on. The glorious sounds of various. I see. Look at this. Look, this is what we're aiming for. And remember, we're not even using these two central stations yet. This station, when fully developed, is going to be really quite something. Anywho, let's. Where do we start? Okay, right. So, yeah, I've got. Yeah. See, I haven't warmed up. Usually, I'll spend 5-10 minutes having a good think about what I'm going to do first, and I haven't. So you get to see the unvarnished. What the hell am I going to do first? As the opening here. So this is almost a behind the scenes. Let's have a look at routes. Amersol Steel not quite making profit, but it is fueling growth, and that's important. Likewise, some of these commuter routes aren't making much, but they're not costing much either. Right, Bro to Tell, Brownville to Tellman South. Now that's one that is ripe for a bit of expansion. Let's head over there. Oh, it's evidently quite lengthy. Oh, no, it's this one. Yes, of course it is. Here we go, it's this fella. So you're running a relatively expensive, I see 45 of 90, that should be making a profit. There's no rational explanation for this not being profitable. 45 passengers is enough. How old is that service? Brotel. Bro to the tell, to the bro, to the tell. There we go, it's only 25 years old. It should be making me some cash, and quite why it isn't is a little perplexing. Likewise, look at this, look, Brownville getting with the program, actually building out stuff on the right side of the track. 195, God, how many are you picking up? Go on, keep going, go on. 47, okay, 48. Maybe I have judged it too harshly. But actually, it's a good demonstration of why I need to make changes. And that demonstration is I'm running a point-to-point service here, and while admittedly that one is making some cash at the moment, I've got too many that simply aren't. So recently we extended the route from Tellman East here up through Rhino to Harebear. Oh, and I've got such plans for Harebear. Oh, you wouldn't believe them. If I were to tell you what the plans were, you would be, no way, that's never going to work. But I have to turn around my finances first. So if I manage to get to it, it will be after, I don't know, probably half an hour, maybe an hour's worth of tinkering beforehand, because I've got to get the money right before I start messing around with that. This is indeed Saturday Night Fever. Good, yes. Ding, ding, ding. Right, Tellman Harebear. That's the new line that we set up. Let's have a look and see how it's doing. Tellman Harebear. No, surely not. That doesn't sound right to me. Telhair, running 2 trains. Losing me $1 million a year. Not as much as Sukitani Steel is, though, but that is the new train. And it's also running the big boy. It's one of very few that are. Yeah, let's go and check that out for a moment. I promise you, we won't just be train spotting this evening. We'll actually get something practical happening in a minute. But look at it go. Look at that. Look at this incredibly implausible bridge. Admittedly, there are taller bridges in the world, but there you go. Can't wait for the Harebear part, says Harebear. No, really? You do surprise me. Right, so what next? Yeah, so this is still building up. Now, it's got plenty of capacity, so it's got plenty of opportunity to get larger, but we're just waiting for the resources to really go up here. But at the moment, this is still kind of in the growing phase. So I'll ignore that as a potential problem child. Meanwhile, we've got these two, and hopefully they'll be starting to bring in a bit more goods now that I'm running two train spotting lines on there. Two train spotting lines. I can't read the chat and keep my concentration. Hell, it's difficult enough keeping concentration together as it is without watching people commenting all the time. God, you thought I was, erratic when I was just recording stuff. This is ridiculous. Right. Anyway, where are we? Right. So that one's costing me a bundle, but Telman Hairbear. Here we go. Let's have a look and see what's going on here. Why are you waiting for a free path? Which free path are you actually waiting for? Ah, see, yes, it's because we've only got... Has Hairbear only got a single... No, it's Rhino. Okay, fine. There we go. What have we got coming out here? That's the one travelling the opposite direction. Only carrying 12 passengers. Could do better. The other one's carrying 32, which again is not terrific. There we go. Let's try and get a nice shot going on there. And that is a nice shot. Yeah, so I mean, it's stuff like this where it is just costing me a heck of a lot of money to keep them running. So I need to rethink out a load of kind of either simplification or optimization or improvement of the existing lines that I'm running. Now, the Metro liner, which, as you all know, is the saviour of North America when the time comes. In fact, here we go. We've got anything new? There is the yeah, and it's an exciting and thrilling new tank car. Ooh, I'm excited and thrilled. Okay, right. All right. Enough faffing around. Let's find somewhere to start off, shall we? So first things first. I'm going to kill off all of the. All of this. I'm sure there'll be a thrilling 20-minute period later on where I update all my vehicles automatically. But not right now. I want to turn them off. I want control over what's being renewed so that I can put the right vehicles on there when the time comes. Otherwise, you end up having to sit there monitoring it while you switch stuff down to 25% in order to get it changed straight away, and it's just a big pain in the bum. Right, so let's give this a... Oh yeah, see, look, you get to enjoy. See, that was on 25%. That's why we do this, because sometimes I forget to switch them back over again. So turn the. See, train 2 has reached its lifetime. Right, let's pull that up, and we'll go have a look at that in a minute. It's the Onion Jack oil train. Okay, fine. So yes, our first objective, really quite straightforward, is get that profit back under control. Probably a fair amount of simplification. I would expect some retirements when it comes to... oh, it doesn't pop out the top of the TV, does it? Oh, it flipping does as well. Oh, crap. Oh, no. Oh, I'm such a pro. Damn. Thanks for that. That's my evening ruined. I'll just duck down. I'll be down here somewhere. There's not a lot I can do about that. Right, I'll have to fix that later. Nuts. It's because I was halfway down the TV when I was setting it up. Alright, okay, I'll do excitable TV hair when the time comes. Likewise, I could put the helmet back on, but the echo I get from inside the helmet is rather off-putting. Right, good. Yeah, I'm glad I took this on as idea. Yeah, this is a great way to start your stream, man. That's terrific. Firstly, showing off just how disorganised you are, and then secondly, your hair's popping out the TV. You forget to put your helmet on to start with, and now you're showing off not updating vehicles. Let's do it this way. No, not you either. Nor this chap. Right, good. Now, kill all of those off, and then let's go do something practical. Right, practical. Let's go. Okay, so I imagine actually that this route is still profitable. Let's have a look. Flow oil Hydrogen flow oil is making money. So with a brand new train on there, it may make even more money because obviously train 19 has also reached its zenith. Right, so I think we can actually we can stick a relatively straight switch on here. So let's have a look what options are open to us. Okay, well, as luck would have it, we do have new oil tanks that have just become available, so that's not a bad way to start. Locos. Right, something big and beefy and American. Well, our choices are going to be the Alco, which is $1 million a year, or the big boy, which is 900,000 a year. Now, the Alco is a passenger train, right? Tractive effort, power is, you know, everything is. I mean, look at the power on this fella. And let's have a look and see how much oil it's actually hauling on its next run. But I think this will probably be its last outing. So there is a distinct chance that yeah, this will be the last time we see the big boy take the stage. Right, how much are you picking up? Because it's not looking like a huge. Oh no, where are you? Carrying 69 of 84. Well, maybe with a bit of extra speed we can improve that. So let's wagon up here. Where's my new tank car? 18. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is more than enough. But stuff it. Let's have a big train here. Right. Change automatically. Now, before it gets to the other end of this section, the other thing that I have to focus on is upgrading there you go, that and this is upgrading everything to support the future. So yes, unfortunately, this is going to be another train of the steam era running down electrified track. Has to be done because at some point I'm going to switch that over, and I don't want to have to faff around with track when that time comes. So I've just emptied that station out, which is going to empty my profits for a little while, but it's all good. That'll pay off. I'm near certain of it. Let's follow the last voyage. See, I mean, it's only doing 40 miles per hour, so you know, as much as it wasn't filling up beforehand, and maybe that's a capacity issue with goods distribution at the other end. I'll have a look into that as well. Because it may be that it's capped out right now in terms of the amount of demand in the local area. But let's have a look. See how many have we got waiting. 1. Yep, well worth it. We'll watch this chat going. Look at that. Fantastic. Right, what are you actually producing? 238. Oh, that's fun. Right, here we go. Transform. Presto. Nope. Presto. There we go. That was a mere quite a lot. It actually hid how much that was from me, probably for my own sanity. But yeah, look at this. Good use of a big boy. There we go. All right. So yeah, that it's delivering the oil is a good place to start. But the question is, so we've got 236 being pumped out here. 15 to Onion Jack. Are you an Onion Jack service? You're not. You're a Brownville, and you are an Onion Jack service. Okay, 9 per. What does it recommend here? Try to ship more goods. Well, try and give me more goods to ship. Try that on for size, punk. Okay, right. We'll revisit that in a few minutes and see how it's getting on. Meanwhile, Sakitani to Christmas. Which route are we taking here? Right, let's call this one up. I'm going to kill that off just for the sake of frame rate. But let's get this track upgraded, shall we? Now, the problem with upgrading track, and this is a gaming problem rather than anything else, is everything turns nice and green when you've done it. Oh, okay, I guess it does show up. But I've done quite a lot of upgrading recently in my kind of test runs. But when doing so, it's often been a little on the tricky side to actually spot every section of track. Now, the reason I'm not upgrading the track next to it as well is because I want to follow each route round to make sure I'm hitting all of it when doing upgrading. In an offline play session, in an offline play session, I upgraded the whole mega route, and it took me the best part of an hour to actually get it fully upgraded because I could not find all the bits of track. Hold on. See, yeah, don't talk about being clever and then don't be. Be clever. There we go. Right, have I missed some there? There's a possibility that we haven't done this side. Yeah, see? Yeah, missed the electrification. You may well toot there, friend trainer. This all looks fine, or does it? No, we missed this bit. There we go. See, this is why you follow the route round. And remember, it's not one upgrade, it's two upgrades you have to do. Right, carry on the way you were going. Remember, you have to come back and start again and go in the opposite direction. So the first thing that this will accomplish is, I mean, obviously with electrification it allows me to run electric trains, but that's not the overall goal. The primary goal here is to try and get the top speed of stuff running on this kind of thing. Hey, Bricks at home. There's nothing wrong with being forgetful. In fact, it is probably my trademark of kind of forgetting what I'm doing. You know, no one's more surprised than I when I actually remember what the hell it was I was trying to do. There we go. Right, is that all of that lot? It looks like it might be. And then let's give it some speedy track. I'm not convinced I got all of the... Yeah, no, yes. And, yeah, no, that's all done. Right, onwards. Now, historically, this line has actually been profitable. So the reason it's not doing so well right now is simply due to the age of the stock that I've got running on it. But we'll see how that pans out. Stonemay, this is a long route. And that's the thing with big maps, is you get some properly good length, meaty routes going on. And this isn't even the mega route. Equally, this may actually be longer than the mega route, given that it kind of winds around a little bit. The mega route's kind of cool because it backs up on itself on a regular basis. But this one's just, you know, this one's just going places. It's heading around a bit. Right. Right, well, since we're in the area, let's get this all finished up. I don't need high-speed track going into the depot. Possibly ought to do it anyway, just for the sake of completionism. Right, and then electrify all of this. And this gives me the option of easily upgrading to electric on this route if I choose to. I probably won't. I'll probably stick with a nice fast diesel, but it depends what my options end up being. I mean, the one thing that I haven't done is you know, sort out additional US locos, US DLCs. I've basically just stuck with the original US DLC pack as put out. Okay, right. So where the heck was I when I started? I think I was over at Colesver. If not further, actually. Where are we? Is that even on the route? Let's kill that off. It's not even on the route. Why are you bothered about Colesver when it's not even on the route? There's the route, look. Did I start at Christmas, maybe? Well, at least I'm on the route now, so we'll be able to find it. Right, let's trot round here. So instead of this nice kind of pink that we've got going on, and look, oh look, another oil wagon for me to choose, should I choose to choose it, choosingly. Right, okay, here we go. So yes, we're looking for this nice pink line. Actually, the red line is not upgraded. Fine, no, the pink line is the one that is upgraded and is the line that I'm focusing on. So yeah, this is it's a monster of a route. How much stuff am I running on here? That will explain why it's losing money. If all of the trains on here are kind of at their age limit, it's very easy to lay this stuff in, but then it's also equally easy to forget you've done it. Right, that looks like it could be a contender for someone on this route. What are you running? Yes, you're running Sukitani Christmas. Good. Where are you going next? While you think about it for eternity. Come on, press on. The time's wasting, man. Yeah, give you some of that. And then, right, once I've upgraded this, I'm going to put the trains onto auto renew, and we'll make it so that happens pretty quickly. Because having I've mentioned this numerous times, and you all know for yourselves that having disparate engines running on the same line does lead to the kind of situation where you've got trains kind of getting stuck into each other. And I think, yeah, there we go. That's the end of the route. All right. So let's have a look. Let's see what we got. Sukitani Christmas. I think first off, how many are we talking about here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Lost count immediately. 4. Okay, 5, 6. 6 trains? 7? It's a lot, right? So I think we'll retire 1. Because they've got a 4-minute turnaround at the moment, and I want to fill these up. You're packing 19, so are you. You're on 15, and you're not looking good to survive there, chum. 21, you're safe. 3, good. Go to the depot. Right, when that reaches the depot, we'll stick up. No, actually, we'll do that before that reaches the depot. So yes, it's about reducing a few. You think I missed a crossover? Okay, I'll go back and check it. Thank you. Yeah, so I mean, part of the optimization that I'm working on is getting fewer trains running on most services. We're good there. That one's good. Let's go check the previous one. It'll show up as a very obvious red when we get to it, but I tend to only put crossovers near stations. What have we got? That one looks okay. It doesn't look like there's actually a crossover there. Is it going to be a Tellman job, is it? Let's have a look. Anything? No. Ah, there we go. That looks promising. What have we got going on here? No, I hit this one, if this is the one you mean. Definitely hit it, so it's highlighted in green to show that it's already done. Alright, I'll just check a little bit further while you guys catch up on the kind of stream lag. But I'm pretty sure I got them all. But yeah, they show up in green if the trains aren't using them, basically. So that's the last few, but the route just doesn't use it, which is why it's green rather than pink. If I still missed it, let me know, and I'll go check. But hopefully the train shouldn't flaming need them in the first place. Where are you up to, and are you on the right side of the track? You are on the right side of the track. Where the hell are you going? You have chosen a depot that is an absolute nightmare to get to. You're going into Congestion City. Oh, well, watch this. Yes, thank you, ATSF number 222. I'm going to call you 222 for now. And hi there, Zuna with the double X. Nice to see you. I'll shout out to people as I see them pop up. But I'm halfway focusing on one thing and another. Let's go follow the train ahead, because this could demonstrate just how flawlessly my signalling system is paying off. So here we go. There's a load of signals here, and then we'll go up one further when it actually starts approaching the depot. All right, let's up the tempo just briefly to pull things in. So there he is. You see him over there, right there on the horizon, waiting at signal because this chap's on the bridge. Right there. I'll see when he moves. We've got another signal hold here. What are you waiting for? Bit of cargo switch over at the moment. Come on, you can move. This one will go when this signal clears. There we go. Right, you go on. Get moving. That will now clear him to cross the bridge. There we go. Definitely on the go. Why do I have so few depots? Because depots cost money, and I'm tight-fisted. And I don't have so few depots. I've got depots all over the place, but for some reason, my trains like using, you know, one that is they can get to in a relatively exciting fashion. They do have a cost. It's not extensive. I mean, the cost is not off the charts, but equally, it all adds up. That's the best view I could have possibly chosen, isn't it? Seeing absolutely nothing happening. Right, so he's waiting on the way back out again. This chap should cross through without drama. There we go. Let's slow it back down again. In fact, let's attach. There we go. Right. Okay. Here comes the next test. What are we going to get held up by next? I wonder. Now this should all work out reasonably well. See, look, another train waiting at the signal patiently, loving his life. And that was another one that's about to wait at the signal as well. And I mean, that train's wait at signals is what signals are for. That train's then moved beyond those signals. I could just carry on, just come out with my mouth half hanging open, pointing, because that would explain the other stuff. You'd be amazed how much gesticulating goes on in a standard stream. Where are you? Why? What's your plan here, friend? Which one are you going for? Oh, you're going for the depot next to this goods setup. Okay, fair enough. See, look at this. Oi, Hiawatha, don't get too used to being in service. Just saying. I'm coming for you. Lots of trains reaching their lifetime, which is going to be affecting my profit. Mind you, how are we doing? Last year, burned 1.4 million, but we did spend 3 million on a new train. But, to be honest, spending 3 million in a year shouldn't be... No, it isn't. You're absolutely right, Pix. Waiting for any train that is waiting is not efficient. And so minimising that is essential. But my goal is actually to have trains waiting, because I think it looks good. If I was running for pure profit, I wouldn't do half of this stuff. Right, good. Go away. Right, let's get a new train up on Sukatown Christmas. Let's go find something that's actually running it, and obviously that's zoomed in on the whole map. Let's go find an actual train and follow it around. There we go. Now, by retiring that previous one, I'm obviously going to get a little bit of a delay in proceedings in terms of passengers being picked up. But the goal is stick a new engine on here that has got a bit more pace. So this guy seems to be topping out at 50. Let's just check. Is it the Mikado I'm running on there? I think it is. Yes, the Mikado tops out at 50. So basically anything that runs faster than that, and I now have the choice of anything that's available. Obviously American only, and I'm looking at you. Now, this fella here will do 117 miles per hour. Ooh, mother! And you know, that's a lot of fun. But it does cost $1 million a year versus the Mikado, which is half that price. So it's an expensive gesture on my part, and I think I'm going to retire another train on this route in order to make this pay off. 58, 48, 56. See, look, it will actually be relatively profitable this year. 20. Find yourself a nice little depot, will you? You're at Telman at the moment, so, I mean, that might take you a while. So that means I'm now running with, what, 4? Yeah, 4 trains on this line, rather than the 6 I had before. So I'm going to chance it. I've still got cash in the bank at the moment. I mean, it's expensive in the first place. And then let's find a suitable passenger carriage for this. And it's going to be the New Mexico, although that tops out at 93. hold everything. Well, it's all very well me having a 117 miles per hour train if I ain't got a carriage that goes with it. Where are we? December 18th. All right, let's see if let's sell that back again. Let's see if we get a fresh one at the end of the year, because I'm not going to put a super turbocharged nutter of a vehicle on there if I haven't got a suitable coach to go with it. Well, there was the yeah. Oh, look at that. Slow down. End of year. Beautiful. Right, what do we got? All American Golden Sand. There we go. That'll be the fella. That'll be the one. That'll be the thing. We've also got a new state car, rail bus, another tank wagon, and another Danish carriage of some description. Right. You are capable of 112. Well, that's more like it. I mean, the Alco might not get up to top speed, but at least it will get close. To be honest, I mean, trains hitting their top speed is a rarity anyway, so I'm not too despondent about that. Right, 19 each. 2, 3, 4, 5 ought to do it, right? That's 95 it can carry. Let's go one more. Let's go 6 on there. That would make it, what, 114? Yeah. Okay, right. Let's enable that. Let's see who's first to convert to the new life. In fact, what I should do is I should change that to 25% to guarantee it. Here we go. We've got one. No, we've got 2. All right. Okay. Fine. Good. So these people are going to experience high octane travel on the new line. There we go. Let's find out. Yeah, absolutely. Let's put this picture-in-picture right over the top of that. That's absolutely the best place to go. Likewise, is that actually the one we're following here? Yes, it is. Alright, so it's carrying 32. I want to see what it gets up to. Now, I've got high-speed rail on here, so I mean, the sky is the limit. Well, 117, 112 is the limit. It would be nice to see it get something approximating that. I might get on the blower to the driver and tell him to, give it all the beans. Is that another Sukitani? It is. Right, where are we up to? 44. Now, the Alco comes in with a variant that has a power wagon as well, and actually I can't remember how much that costs in comparison. Yeah, it's $1.5 million a year. We're not going with that. Right, let's switch that off. Let's see if the entire line is done. Not yet. Got one left to go. Looks of it. And that'll be it now. Good. Right, that's everybody done. Let's switch that back off again. Okay, now these trains are running at well, it's going to be 1.2 million, including the cost of keeping the coaches under control, and it only goes up every year. So I'm going to keep that down there so I can see what it gets. So we'll see. Right, how fast are we up to? 69. Well, previously it topped out at 50. Oof. So the power car would obviously, make a difference there. But even so, they're going to be generating more profit per passenger anyway because they're delivering them faster. But we'll see. And why are you on a less desirable side of the track? Because you're at the end of the line. Okay, fine. That's fine. Okay. Now, with fewer trains on, it should mean that I take more passengers per run. Likewise, I should make more profit per passenger, given the increase in speed. Even if it's only a minor increase in speed. Where are we? 43, 44, 45. Not good enough. It needs to be hitting 70, 80 plus in order for me to feel even slightly comfortable about its profitability. Anyway, we'll leave that running and see where it gets to. This is going to be a theme for the show, is that we will If I was somewhat worried about finances, why did I turn a 70-ish to oil train to a 180? Yes, good point. Yes, I'm very valid. Because I was intending, I distracted myself. I was intending to up the supply as well. I got distracted because a train hit its aging point and I checked in on it. Right, how much are you packing there? 27. So yes, that's not going to make a massive difference. Still, that was at 330 grand. Let's see if we're profitable yet. Flow oil. There we are. It was in profit there. You saw it. You all saw it. I'm getting Plevia Plus. You did put one more than before. Yes. Okay. Fair point. Yeah, I did put one more coach on there, and hopefully, that will pay off in time. Right. Onion Jack is the only one that's getting sufficient kind of goods waiting. So I think maybe, I mean, we do have trucks coming up soonish. We're not at smoothing yet, Jeff. Smoothing comes in the peaceful later hours. That will happen. Likewise, yeah. See, I basically just need to ship more goods, don't I? Which is what this is yelling about. And actually, its production has dropped off by 20 as well. And I suspect it's because I'm actually filling demand entirely. Talk to me, Brownville. 58 of 58. You see. So that's the nearest. Onion Jack is 62 of 62. So I'm completely hitting demand. The only way we're going to get beyond that is through additional passenger servicing. Why is there 172 trains waiting for Webbro? 172 trains, 172 passengers. Let's go there next, shall we? Right, Webbro's making money, and these are all very old trains. These are the oldest of the old. These are the ones that are costing me the most to run, because they're the oldest I've got. And I think what I was doing here was waiting for the Metroliner to come in. Put too many wigs, and so I do it for profitability. I do it for profitability if I can fill them. Yeah, you're all terribly critical. Likewise, the Hiawatha is obviously the thing that is burning cash faster than anything else in the known world, because it's just horrible. Beautiful to look at, horrible in terms of making any money at all. So I need to update Weber to Brownville. Why are you on Yeo Web? That's not what I was... Oh, it's because I'm looking at the Hiawathas there. I want to switch them out as well. So that's two routes that I've got to look at. Yale to Weber is actually a one-stopper, isn't it? Let's take a look. You'll take me there pretty much directly. Let's kill this off and then have a look. So it's a relatively short jaunt, I believe. No. It's a lengthy jaunt. So it'd be a good one for a train that would actually hit high speed, but I can't help but think that actually it would benefit strongly from either being extended out to Sukitani and encompassing that route as well, which I certainly have the space to do. I quite like what it's doing at the moment, so maybe we extend it out the other end. So from Weber, we could head anywhere really. We could head to Frenchton, which has always been fairly busy, but that's because Frenchton's got all manner of business going on here. Let's have a look. We've got 100 waiting for the mega route, and the mega route will be Metrolinering as well. The Mirage is good. The Mirage is excellent. Metroliner 65. We're in 1950, so I've got 15 years to wait. So I could change the trains twice. All right, let's do that. Let's not do anything too complicated. Let's sort this line out. Bring it up to date. Now, to upgrade everything to the to be kind of Metroliner ready, I need to upgrade the mega route, and that's going to be a drag. Oh, if we're lucky, I've done it already. Have I done it already? I have done it already. Let's have another quick look. Yep, everything's got high speed already. Has it also got catenary? Yes. Okay, good. Right, okay, so the track's ready. The track is ready. Let's have a quick look at the timing on that route of 4 minutes. You are going to be, or you, one of you, you are retired. Find yourself a depot. Right, there we go. Meanwhile, my other depot candidate has arrived. Sold. Anybody else expecting at the moment? You're going to Ye Olde train depot. Well, of course you are. It's one of the stations on your route. But, you know, I wouldn't put it past you to do something more erratic than that. Right, Ye Olde Weber. Let's change up the train. I think I might run an Alco on here as well for the time being. Because there really isn't another candidate that floats my boat at present. So what are you carrying? You're carrying 50. Now I'm taking one train off there, so I think 60 to 70 is doable. Let's try it out. Let's see what we get here. Right, Oilman Gold Sands. That's 1938. 4757. 60, 76. One more. There we go. That'll do it. Right, you switch over, please. Right, once this arrives, this should dramatically transform into a highly cost-ineffective system. How is the Abogue? The Abogue's good actually. As if you're already making decent money off or the Aboag, I don't know on. Yeah, it is Webbro. Yes, I know. I'm going to get to it, but I want to put flipping Metroliners on it. And don't forget that station we were looking at was running in both directions. As far as passenger road vehicles go, if you're constantly filling up everything, it's always worth upgrading to the next big thing that comes along. But because they're faster, you might want to consider dropping one or two off your route each time you do it as well. Right, so we've now got 95 capacity. Hopefully this will run a little faster. Right, it's not having to fight its partner in crime there for kind of resources. Feel free to turn around any time you please there, bucko. Right, we'll leave that running as well. If nothing else, I should save a little bit of money in not having to run 2 Hiawatha's down there. But again, we'll see what happens. The Benz O 6600. Nice. Alright, so we're looking for red text in here in the millions. Ye Olde Web's too early to sell. I don't think it's going to hit profitability. Ye Olde to Librarian is also burning me cash, but I've got too much train happening on there. There you go, go with that. There we go, that's my next sales victim. Too much train. I don't need a train, a line with a turnaround in under 2 minutes. That's faintly ludicrous. I mean, even these 3-minute turnarounds. I mean, you can see that they're struggling to make money because there's not enough people that are interested. The Mega Route with 4-minute wait. In fact, let's get one of these into retirement now, and then we'll do others as the time suggests itself. But look at that. I've pulled up 5 at random. 37, 40, 48, 43, 51. These are not bad services. I guess they're either having to wait too much to make good money, or right, you'll do. There you go. Retire yourself. Yeah, cut all the others back down again. But all of this is it's a prelude. We're in a prelude area. To a main project. What's going on here? SAS to Pacific. Yeah, nobody lives there. That's why it's having trouble. Let's retire this Baden. There we go. Go on, get yourself depot. Depot race going on here. Right, see that. Go. Likewise, the Transatlantic's actually making money now, and that's kind of cool. We've got some fun stuff coming up for Europe as well. I'm not just going to focus on the US, I will move over to Europe at some point. But we've got to, there we go, see, look, so the oil train is burning off. No, it's Tellman's oil goods. That's a whole different kettle of fish. How's Florida's oil goods doing? Somewhat vindicating my faith in it. Like, narrowly. And that will soon get wiped out as its kind of maintenance, that's the word. As soon as its maintenance costs start to ramp up, it's going to be in trouble. But actually it's Europe that's making all the cash. America is nothing but a big disappointment. In a profitability sense. Right, okay, now, okay, so since it's going to be 1965 before the Metro liner turns up, I'm going to get... no, let us take a break from America and head over to Europe. Because the Southern Europe line is a moneymaker, and it's running really slow trains on. Well, actually, it's not that slow. 60 is not that slow. But it's ready for an upgrade. Now, I was going to suggest, actually, you see, me change my mind. Weber to Brownville, which is a profitable route, but all of the trains are ancient. So let's... did I already retire one? I don't think I did. Let's... see, 72 of 72. That's what I'm talking about. 67 of 72. That's what we call demand. Maybe it's because the trains are slow, or I've not got that many on the route. Yeah, it's demand that's actually making this profitable. Right, okay, well, and evidently the number of vehicles in play is going to be a factor in that. Now, the first thing you need to do is upgrade the line. Line upgrades. Right, let's actually have a look at it, shall we? So we're looking at this pink line here, which runs... Oh, it's a good route. So Brownville, round Onion Jack, past Christmas, through Colesver. There's a lot of straight line action going on here. That's pretty cool. And also, it's not competing for passengers with other lines. Now, I know I've done most of this already. I just want to check the station. Is that done? Yeah, that is done. That's definitely done. Definitely done. Let's do that one while I'm here. I'm not even sure which service that's for, but I'll upgrade it since I'm in the vicinity. Likewise, yeah, all of this is happy. So let's follow the pink road here. And we'll stop at stations just to make sure that everything is in order. Because here's where we switch. So the green highlight again is the is the areas that haven't yet that have already been upgraded. So as you can see, nothing upgraded here. Let's get that done. Check the points, because they often stubbornly refuse to upgrade automatically. Right, on to the next bit. And basically you can see where it got up to by looking for non-electrified sections of track. That's an easy place to spot what's missing. Now this other line over here, I believe, is serviced pretty much solely by the mega route, although who knows. We'll get to it. That will be a thing that happens. Now, as much as this needs doing anyway, one of the main reasons for doing it is so that I can spend 50 million on a single project, and it is probably going to cost that much. And no, it's not a bridge. Actually, let's do all of this while I'm in the area. Otherwise, there's a higher chance that I miss it later. No, that's undoing. There we go. Right, good. Check the electrification. Everybody's happy there. A little bit here. That bit needs doing. We're all good. Do the faster tracks help acceleration? I don't think they do. I think the track itself doesn't make much of a difference to acceleration. It just allows you top speed. Yeah, 50 million tunnel. No, not a tunnel, not a bridge, not a tunnel, not a bridge. I'm going to show you something that I learned by a bit of experimentation, and maybe this is something that people already know about, but it's new information to me, and shortly it will also be new information to you. Now, I do know for a fact, while we're just on a general kind of upgradey sense, I do know factually that improved coach services are coming up pretty soon, and that's going to be more of a saving. Kill both of those off. Splendid. Good. Did I leave a depot up there? No, it seems to have gone. Right. So that's WebBro now fully, broed. Yeah, that's fist bump me, bro. All of that kind of business. Bro fist, I believe. The question is, what am I going to stick on it? So it's doing relatively well with Mikados at the moment. How's that for a teaser? Can't help myself. I'm just teasing stuff, and it is worth seeing, even though I say so myself. And I'll explain it in the next hour. Okay, guaranteed. In the next hour, I'll explain what the business is. Yes, TFVs are definitely the modern version of the Hiawatha. In terms of a really nice looking train that you can just blow all your money on. Okay, so we know these carry a lot of passengers. Hello, Alco PA. We also know it's making money, but that's off the back of a locomotive that is costing me $500,000 a year to. In fact, I think it's probably costing more than that. Let's have a quick look. Let's pick one up, because they're all old at this point. Details. 43 years old. Okay, value. Running costs of 107 a year. So this is costing $1 million a year and making me money at the moment. So I could run the Alco again, the flavour of the month train. Likewise, we're in October. I'm going to engage turbos. I'll resist turbos as much as possible, but we're on the cusp of a lot of new stuff coming in. And actually, this is why I was thinking of picking up a couple more American mods, is to get a few more trains. What's the GG1 when it's at home? This chap here, 100 miles per hour, $1 million a year, power 3.4, tractive 291 versus, ooh, that power. All right, I'm on it. Yeah, we're gonna. Thank you, 222. We're going with that. We'll take it. That will do nicely. We'll just make sure that nothing tremendously exciting happens at the end of the year. But let's. There we go. Where we are yet? A state car and the GM Fishbowl. Right. Okay. Buses are going to be on the agenda. However, we do now have our locomotive. Now, the additional power should turn into a greater acceleration, I think. Now, it's currently hitting 70s, no problem. So let's try 38, 72, one more. I've taken one off the service. It's going to be faster, so it leaves it room to kind of expand. Now, when I'm usually upgrading, I watch here. So we check the vehicle manifest here for when they've all upgraded, because I run this 25% caper in order to keep tabs on what's happening. But we'll see what's going on. I think I'm running a GG1 somewhere else, but it's costing so much and the line isn't generating much revenue that it hasn't lived up to expectation for me so far. But we live in a little bit of faith here. There we go. Tractive is acceleration. Power is what? Reaching top speed. The amount it can haul and still get up to top speed. Tractive effort makes sense. I would suspect it is a combination of the two. I don't know how it's going to be calculated in the game. Torque. That's what we're interested in. How much torque has it got? we're just sitting around waiting for trains to reach stations now, aren't we? There we go. Let's do it this way instead. Right, there we go. So we've got 5 on this line. Just check that's all of them. Right, we've got 5 on here. Let's look for our first electric future roller. And we'll find out in relatively short order whether or not I've missed any electrification along the way. Well, a disappointing 43 there to start with, but every time you upgrade a station, as well you know, all the passengers run away. They will, they return at another point. Right, I need that up there. Well, actually, we'll keep you up for the speed test. There's another one done. What are you packing? 45. Okay, right, well, we'll see. This looks like another one about to tick off. There we go. Right, so what we're looking for here is top speed, 42. Now, previously we were topped out at 50, so I would expect more than that should be possible this time around. There we go, there's 52 already. Oh, the interface is better in Transport Fever. Well, as much as I may know the answer to that, I can't give you the answer to that due to various NDA type reasons. As soon as they let me talk about it, I'll talk about it. And I'm not the only one in here who can talk about it. I know that for a fact. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I don't want to get kicked out of it. That's the basic reason. They'll throw me out if I start talking about it. I can only talk about stuff. Eliminate one of the higher watters on the Harebear route and still make a 5-minute time. The line is almost profitable. I thought I'd already done that. I'll check it as soon as I've got this upgrade through. In fact, that was it. I think. It certainly looked like it. Let's just double check. Where are we up to? 80. 80's good. 80's good. Right, we're bro. Ding, 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 ding. Right, good. Excellent. Turn that back to 100. Turn it off. So that next upgrade. If you don't like the Metroliner, that's I've got bad news for you because it's going to be one of the few engines that are still seen. Well, in fact, it's a full train setup, isn't it? So it's going to be one of the few in service once it comes along because it's just so damn efficient. 291. Well, that's disappointing. We'd hope for a little more than that. But it was its first run. It wasn't carrying very much. I'm really hoping that the passenger numbers are going to reflect the new glorious service that I'm running on here. I'm going to give it some time. What were we talking about? Harebear to... where was that? Harebear route. Let's have a look. HE2. Where? In fact, let's just look for somewhere that I'm playing high with it at the moment. Or did I already... I think I already retired it, to be honest. Yeah, there are no longer any higher watters in circulation. They have all been destroyed. Ye olde Harebear. This chap here, the Pioneers rather than the higher watters. Yes. What have we got? 22, 35, 17. Go to the depot. All right, I'll drop one. It is profitable already, but it can be more profitable. I've only got 2 on that line, but it is quite a quick line. 36 and 30. You can also go to the depot. Right, go ahead to the depot. So yes, we're gonna do a fair bit of simplification in order to maximise the juice we've got coming in. But once that's done, we can then start to be slightly more aggressive. Let's look at the numbers. Now, what we're going to ignore here is all of the, ancillary costs we've picked up. Last year, we made 5.9, and that was with $750,000 spent on line upgrades. So 62 in costs, and where are we? 69. So we're back into, you know, big bucks profit. But obviously I'm kind of burning double-digit millions at the moment on burning double-digit millions on upgrades right now. We'll see. I'm a believer in these GG1s. Hello, Bonehead HD. Great to see someone streaming Train Fever. Yes, absolutely. And frankly, if you've not witnessed me before, you're in for a rare treat and a surprise. As much as I've not streamed Train Fever before, I have got 1 or 2 YouTube videos on the subject out there. Nightbot will be along presently to invite you to go and subscribe. I heartily recommend you do so. That's a thing that you should probably do. Right, let's get rid of some of these flaming windows so we can actually see what's happening. Do I want to? I'm not that bothered about that either. Just want to depot these two. What are you packing now, chum? 78, yes! Alright, okay, we're going to follow this to its destination, where it is going to make the money. This is payday, this one, right here. Right here. Actually, the current Train Fever video count is about 205, 206. Other games are available. But yeah, I've done a few. I don't seem to have got bored yet of it. It's not a true game, if I'm honest. I game it as much as possible in the sense that, like, I like to make it challenging for myself. But it's more of a train set again. But I always like keeping the financial side of it turned on. See, the one thing I'd really love to see would be able to set your own ticket prices for individual routes, because that way you could take an unprofitable train and either stuff it full of passengers so that at least you're getting the delivery going, or you could, you know, by dropping the ticket price to next to nothing, or you could ramp the ticket price up for, you know, a total vanity route in order to make it kind of pay for itself. Price gouging. That's what I want. That's a feature. I want a price gouging feature in my game. Make it happen. There we go. Ah, hello, Jake. Good evening. Train Fever is a train set. Yeah, I mean, not as much as A-Train. I mean, A-Train is definitely a train set. But yeah, Train Fever, definitely something. Anyway, here we go. Right, place your bets. You have, you know, mere seconds to decide how much this train's going to make. 76 on board. Relatively quick. Did get held at a signal for a minute. I'm going to go for 400,000. Give me the money. 500,000. Very nice. Yeah, you see, Hawk, I thought 800k to start with, but no, I decided to be conservative about it, and you know, there we go. Oh, and then the Alco's coming in as well. Hey, see, look, this is the modern era, friends. How much is this Alco going to make? Is it going to be, you know, completely embarrassing? Our survey says 192. It's pretty embarrassing, Alco. The one next to you just made 500,000. Shape up, or I'll retire you. And don't think I won't. Oh, this could be decidedly cool because they're both coming the same way. Let's get over here. The classic underbridge shot. Something like that. That's kind of cool. It turned round, didn't it? Well, that's a disappointment, and I look like a chump. Okay, right, I'm going to take a brief breakette, but unlike previously, where I've just left you, you know, with nothing to look at, what I'm going to do is, let's find I mean, that's quite a good station to stick at. And what have we got coming in? I want to give you some train spotting. Oh, no, let's go to Telman. There we go. I'm going to find a good angle for you at Telman. There we go. ease down. There you go, and there should be plenty to see happening here. Right, when I come back, I'm going to firstly update the coaches, the road transport in the US, in North America, and then we're going to head over to Europe. The reason no adverts this time. Adverts I was showing in the last half hour before going live, so that people watching the stream afterwards don't get the stream muted. I know it's one of those things because obviously I'm infringing copyright left, right, and centre. Oh, we've got the big orange sucker for the Nordics. All right, I'm going to play with that as well. So yeah, we're going to do buses, and then we're going to head over to the Nordic region and do some upgrading there. Here we go. What do we think? I think that's a pretty good angle. Try and sit right on the end of the platform. Alright, good. Okay, I will be back presently. I need to do this, that, and then this.